Fogged, looking at these two lineups, first thing I notice is that we are seeing BetBoom continue to show off their flexibility with the Maxis, right? It's been, what, 2 days of Dota 2. We've had them play it on Pure on the carry, Key Attacker in the mid, and this game, we're getting Miro taking it to the offlane.
This is the 3rd day that they're doing it, right? In a row, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it 3 days, actually?
I think it was 3 days that they've done it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And we've seen it now, all 3 roles. So incredibly flexible, strong draft that can get to a point where it is pretty devastating. The late game potential from BetBoom is pretty crazy, and yeah, just flexing it up. They see that Earthbreak pick, immediately send the Timbersaw mid. Of course, it's not as bad as a matchup as a Huskar, but it still is a very good matchup for the Timber. However, the one thing about the Timber this game, he does have good ways to kill all 3 cores, but they also do have an immense amount of magic damage. So overall for the Timber game, I wouldn't say it's the absolute easiest for him to survive in some occasions. But they do have saves, right? That's the other thing too for BetBoom's draft is they can pick and choose their battles to reset a little bit more accordingly, I would say, than the side of Paravision. When Paravision wants to fight, they're committed in for this fight. When BetBoom wants to fight, they can pick and choose. They can use a song to reset. They can use the disruption to save a target and reset. So it's going to be really interesting. I've been waiting to see this matchup in particular and waiting to see Paravision, because I know me and you haven't gotten to cast them yet.
We haven't. No, but they've been winning an awful lot of games.
They have.
These guys have been good.
Yeah. And no one, it's prime no one. You know, that's what a lot of people have been saying. He's been spectacular to watch, even at TI. This guy's been one of the players to watch for a long time, and especially now that it's been getting to a lot of these younger bloods, the fact that he's still able to hold his own is pretty impressive. Top.
This could be your first. Oh, no, not actually able to get that last right click in 9 class. Katsumi will survive. And what about this? Your Gyrocopter.
I like
how do you feel about the hero?
I like the hero, personally.
You do?
I think it is exciting to watch. I don't know what the hell they're talking about.
I think it's exciting to watch. I just don't know how good it is. Because I feel like it is one of the slower carries, right?
It is, but in this type of game, the one thing that I do see, it's a hybrid damage carry, which they're looking for. You saw the Morph and the SF bands, which are 2 of the traditional ones versus Alchemist. But also, since they're playing versus the Pugna, they want to have this hero that can provide damage in multiple different assets, which is exactly what Gyro does. A hero's going to get decrepified. There is the potential of an SD Purge to counter it, but you don't even need that SD Purge if a Gyro's there, because he's going to be barraging, he's going to be missiling, he's going to be dropping the ulti. So that's where I like it. And the one thing about Gyro is, okay, maybe he's not the craziest flashy, but he fights more often. I hate just watching heroes jungle. I like when I see these carries turn out.
Top lane. Not going to be able to turn on towards him with the Burrow Strike. Nothing else to follow up.
Killed the mid-courier. He got the bottle before it died, so I've seen that. Now we've seen 2 couriers in the mid lane actually brought down in a couple of games. As Key Attacker will have a lane advantage in here versus no one.
Only a little bit, but it gets worse as the levels come in.
Yeah, it gets harder and harder, but no one, like I said, I think he's done well in matchups that sometimes aren't the easiest either, so we'll keep tabs on that one. Top, they keep doing the reel in. 9 class, he's still level 1. This time he might die on the Willow. A great double stun.
Yeah, it's there just in time for DM to keep 9 class safe.
This is a lane that the Sand King Willow should lose, though. This is probably one of the strongest duo lanes that you can possibly pick up with something like a Gyro. Naga Siren has if I'm not mistaken, still 100% contest rate in this tournament, and it's for good reason. I think the one game that I saw it go through, it actually did not have that great of a lane. I think it was Gaming Gladiators who got it, and then it ended up winning the game anyway, because it's not just a laning hero. It's incredible in lane, and the things that you can possess in game are pretty darn ridiculous. The Shard, in particular, the heal to reset.
And then obviously on the bottom lane, they've got Paravision. Rush top. Because they get the jump onto Pure.
They should have him here.
He's trying to block him off with the trees, popping down the branch, but it won't save him.
He stepped up too far. How many times do we see carries die when their 5 position is pulling the wave?
It's the standard.
It's the standard.
It happens to us all the time. Happens to me all the time.
But that's, you know, this shouldn't really happen too much. I've seen some of these Gyros die to the Sand Kings, but even though they're supposed to have that lane dominance, but they do get that great pick off Crystallis.
Get a pretty good skewer back.
He could be in some trouble here. He does get some healing, and he'll actually end up being okay.
I mean, how solid is this bottom lane, this Alk plus Pugna? Because we're seeing Pugna doing pretty well, right? The win rate's great. This hero's on the up.
Yeah, Pugna is a fantastic hero, but on the flip side too, Shadow Demon is another hero that gets banned in a lot of different scenarios too. As again, they're getting aggressive on Katomi.
They're gonna get him.
They will with the last right click, and 9 class, he's sticking around that sandstone.
Yeah.
They're playing this really nice.
Difficult for Pure to get over to him. As Pure.
Oh, 9 class.
It's very close.
Oh, they're pushing the limits of this lane. Let him get the range creep deny there. Putting themselves very low, but playing it beautifully under that sandstone. This lane is probably just the one to watch for constant aggression.
I'm looking at the mid lane as well, and I'm still seeing it's 25 to 25.
Well.
This is, you'd say this is pretty impressive, right?
This is
You've
very
seen many an Earth Spirit get dumpstered or
Kiyotaka's
struggle to farm.
He's got quite more coming in, right? He's got these, what, 4 extra creeps, so he's going to be at, what, 30? I mean, a full extra one, so he's going to be at, what, 30, 37 or so. Okay. So he's going to be having the advantage. But still, it's very good coming out from no one, and he's making a rotation. Look where Pure standing.
He's a bit too far up. The roll's going to miss, but the smash for the boulder, that's enough. Pure's gone. No one makes the rotation, gets the kill. He's got to be a bit more careful on this top lane. A couple of times where he's just been a bit too far up, hasn't had the support nearby. They're punishing it, Paravision.
What a heads-up move, too, from no one. On top of that, he gets the bottle refilled, so it's not really much downtime that he's going to have after that movement. Love to see it. Bottom is struggling, though. Even though they do have this Pugna, who does secure most lanes, that's the thing about this Magnus. It just seems like BetBoom, in a lot of situations, just has it have good lanes and being able to pressure. They're slowing down an Alchemist's farm. Yeah, that's very big. You know, getting these type of kills on a Sand King lane versus the Gyrocopter, it's massive. Because he's gonna suffer in the CS department, but a couple times now, Paravision has been able to do this throughout this tournament. These two in particular, DM and 9 Class. 9 Class being one of those players that a lot of people talked about that he was missing at TI. He's one that makes some crazy moves happen that maybe at times is not expected. Yeah, DM's lane. He's got a double creep wave coming in under him too, so he's gonna have some good farm in the Sand King. So who's gonna get the power rune? 9 Class is already at the ready for it, but Kiyotaka has hit level 6. So he's gonna look for this Willow. Attempt to push him away from the rune, but no one is here with Magnetize.
Yeah, it's scary with the Earth Spirit around.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Can't commit forward for it. And we'll get the rune. He's gonna commit, get the kickback.
Okay, see if he can do it with the Magnetize. I mean, backup's coming in. Diving the tier 1 probably not gonna be an option, so.
He might go for Kitomi though.
I mean, that's true. With the Magnetize continuing over towards the Naga Siren, and Evan Stowe's placed down.
Oh, and he almost actually catches Kiyotaka with
nearly
the kick
kept
there.
It going, yeah.
If that Magnetize continues, they may still actually look for this kill on the
He's
Timber.
still relatively low.
He's taking a lot of damage from the Nether Ward. The glyph is out.
He could collapse in onto him with the 3 of them. He's going to try and Timber Chain away.
Dodges.
All 4 will miss. TP's coming in now. It's taking a little bit too long. It's a bit spooky now that Katomi's back in. He's going to get the drag back straight away. On towards Carlis.
Dropping low.
He's dead to the Shadow Realm here.
So much magic damage for this Timber Saw and Katomi.
I mean, these plays from Paravision, bringing the 3 in around the mid and just getting to dance around BetBoom.
And Katomi can't help him. He tries to TP in to go for the bottle refill to protect his buddy, but as we said, there is a lot of magic damage for this Timber Saw in this draft, as we're seeing it already coming in before the level 6s even come out. We'll have to keep tabs on that, because the 4, everyone but besides the Alchemist, have kill threat on the Timber Saw early on. Even Dark Willow, when you get that level 6, if a Timber starts to fall far behind, it's insane how much damage this hero can provide. And now no one, he's ahead. 600 gold ahead of that Timber Saw matchup.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's remarkable. And the Sand King is ahead of the Gyrocopter.
Look at this bottom lane. They're trying to get in under the tower to punish Crystallis.
Big RP.
It's a lovely one from Miro. We'll get caught by the concoction as the Alchemist goes down. Whether or not they can get out, though, that's another question, because no one's turned up. The Shadow Realm onto Miro. He's going for the TP. There's no roll at the ready, so Miro gets away with getting in, making that RP play happen, and getting out, making sure the BetBoom can get themselves the first 2 kills on the board.
Heads up TP coming out from him. Kiyotaka will be able to sneak himself away. Does want to keep going for an attempted kill on no one.
There's Magnetize at the ready.
It's got a big burst though. Where's the rune gonna be? Pugna's there for it. Now they might set up onto Kiyotaka again. Magic damage.
They'll drop the Magnetize for this one. No one's going to get taken down very, very low. He's still alive. Finally falls, but
go first.
It cost them the 2 of them, both Save and Kiyotaka going down for this.
And 9 Class, after the things that he was able to do top securing the lane for the Sand King, these are insane movements. I know one, he's fine with this.
Yeah, he's having a smile. He's having a laugh.
Of course. He gets the kill first. He gets that XP. And the Alchemist, even though he was having a little bit of a slower start, now he goes back. He's got the stacks to rely to of these small camps and mediums of the Mud Golems. This is a phenomenal start for the side of Paravision. Especially at the Sand King in particular, who's been left alone. 9 Class has literally been roaming. He's got the Shadow Realm.
Pure.
Don't know if he's going to make it out of this one.
Kiyotaka's coming across as well.
And that's a big kill streak. Pure will take that.
That's a lot of money.
Massive one.
Pick up 9 minutes in.
Pure just literally goes from bottom of the cores to top of the course. Just off of that one there. So 9 class does give up quite a bit there with his over-aggression after having such a solid start. This is going to be a fun game. We're already seeing that both teams are very willing to just go for early action. And Pure, he's low. They could look for him again. DM has the Epi at the ready. If he knew that Pure was walking in there, that would have just been a kill.
Yeah, Pure lucky to not get seen.
Yep.
Radiant's
Beautiful start in particular for the Alkin, the Earth Spirit. And DM, how many stacks does he have to go back to? Not the most, as we said. 9 class has been in a very aggressive position, so he's going to have a couple more made out here for Ducalis, but it will be a triple stack on that hard camp either way. Katomi is going to try to prevent them, and it looks like he will be able to.
Now focus building up around the mid again as this power room comes into play. It will be the regen just grabbed by Miro.
Nice try there from 9 class, stealing it, or killing it in particular.
Paravision, they have 4 heroes around that mid area.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Looks like they're going to give save this mid lane. They're going to just have Kiyotaka clear the stacks now for these next few moments. Top Pure. He's just going to shove the wave in. Doesn't want to have opportunity for him to play too far forward to get caught again, since he has died twice in that positioning on this gyrocopter.
Yeah, has to be careful. There's potential TP in and kickbacks that no one's going to look for.
Miro's going to have a pretty early blink on this Magnus. 3 points into the Empower this game. Look for a setup onto him, just to push him away from the tower. And look at the build from Crystals this game, right? It's 4 in Acid Spray. He knew he couldn't take advantage of the lane to go for any type of early kills. All about farming.
Time to farm. Should be able to get a pretty good timing on the Radiance this game.
Yeah, not the fastest. I think we've been seeing a lot of like 12 to 13 minute ones. He has been slowed down a decent margin, but now should be able to farm safely down here for the next few moments. Difficult for BetBoom to kind of chase him out of there since they haven't gotten the tier 1 just yet. And it's actually probably Paravision who's going to get this tier 1 first, with the constant blast from Ducalis. It's dropping low. 2 more and he should have it. They might go for the kill onto him though. He does see them wrapping around. Meantime, mid lane, DM looking to get involved. They want to find this Timbersaw. They have so much magic damage between these two. Gone off the mark.
A little short. They're still going to try with the Fear in the epicenter, but it's a bit awkward now. Backup's coming in. They're really pushing for it. They'll get the kill. The Song not coming out in time to save him, but maybe in time to turn and get something in return, as they'll get both 9 class and no one. Just not as smooth as an entrance into that play as Paravision were hoping for.
Awkward too. The secondary Bramble doesn't connect either, so they have to commit pretty far to go for that kill. DM off the mark with that stun. They get punished. And who gets the cleanup kills? It was not the carry, so Pure doesn't get that one, but he still is in a good spot of farm. He's only about 1,000 gold behind that Alchemist at this point, after dying twice in the laning phase. So all things considered for Pure, he's in a pretty good spot. Level 10 as well. He does have a level advantage in comparison to Crystallis. Tower will drop. Call us up for that time that he was able to get. We'll be able to finish it off, but now might end up going down. The missile's going to connect.
He's very dead. Oh, yeah. Same time. Not going to get the catch on to 9 class. 9 class. Might be able to set up on them in return. Tries to drop down the brambles, but Stave will be able to dodge them.
Both teams are very willing to fight. Even though one of them has like an Alchemist draft and just want to like maybe just get that Radiance timing first, they're still content to just look for these battles. But BetBoom right now, a bit stronger in those fights. They can bring the numbers, and they've got this blink on the Magnus very early for Miro. So their team fight is looking a little bit more threatening to that in comparison to Paravision for the moment.
Yeah, I mean, Pure going what we have the crit straight into the BKB. He's wants
just looking
to get
to fight.
Involved.
Yeah. Which makes sense. If they don't fall too far behind on BetBoom in this early game, their late game is absolutely terrifying. And BKB is going to be super valuable, as we mentioned. Paravision, it's a ton of magic damage, right? Pretty much everybody providing some of the higher team fight capabilities of magic damage early game, so that BKB will be very valuable once he gets it to team fight. I could even see like Kiyotaka maybe getting one into the build at some point too early. He's gonna go for the Ags, more of a standard build first.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Power Rune. He'll get himself an amp.
No one. Tries to get the catch onto them, but just falls a little short with the roll forward.
Both teams a bit hesitant, you can see. They're about to throw the Purge out onto no one, but their draft does not really have the most stuns to deal with this Earth Spirit. If the Magnus was there, then they probably Purge and just RP him and kill him, but not having the most disables in particular for this Earth Spirit. Let's let no one play a little more aggressive.
BetBoom.
Making the move, they see DM.
Could look to try and collapse in onto the Sand King.
Miro might just throw an RP. Doesn't get the connection.
Missing the shockwave pullback as well.
It's crazy how like all three of these cores just seem very confident on their Magnus plays though. You can see even there, he gets the shotgun, it's like an instant turn while he's casting the RP.
I still missed the shockwave.
He did miss it, of course, but like you can see like the ideas. I've seen all three of these players do turn RPs in multiple scenarios, which at times it's not the hardest thing in the world, of course, but there's small things to point out there. But yes, he did miss the shot.
He'll get him next time.
He'll get him next time. And he's going the, so this is also really interesting, since he's playing offlane, he's just going for this different style build too as this Magnus. He's going to Shard. So he's picked it up very early on here. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Right?
Because at least in the other roles, you won't have the Shard being
definitely
picked up
not.
early as mid or as safe lane.
It does provide you a decent more for this fight in particular. It's a lot more damage. The slow is annoying too. You catch the backline heroes. I'm cool with seeing just diversity. People trying out different things. Since he's playing that off lane. They're
going to be able to set up for this.
Miro's here with save. He's pretty alone.
I mean, TPs are coming in. Whether these heroes, I guess with Key Attacker, they definitely have enough damage. There's going to be the RP to set up. Key Attacker and Pure in with the burst. They take out Chrysalis, they can maybe look for more. No one's going to try and roll forward, get the Magnetize going. Dakalis, he'll be the focus first, trying to heal up with the life drain, but the skewer comes in from Miro to cancel it. Dakalis will slowly but surely go down.
They'll get Pure in the backline, though. The Magnetize was able to connect on top of him.
And they're going to get the setup on towards Katsuomi with the Burrow Strike from DM. So overall, Paravision, they make it work.
Great instant TP responses to the outpost. It's a good thing that they had them all available. BetBoom with the song, it takes some time for them to make it over there to get that kill cleanup on the Alchemist, and they can find Pure.
No one getting quite the cleanup. That's going to be the BKB done for him, ready for the next fight.
He is super farmed as this Earth Spirit.
I mean, we're really seeing, as you say, both teams with their lineups, they're very hungry to fight.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to be straying away from a chance to have a good old punch-up.
Paravision, though, are going to have a bit of an advantage coming into this first 20 minutes now, though, with the BKB soon finished on this Alchemist. The only threat, really, for Chrysalis this game is the Timbersaw now at this point, and that BKB is going to provide him with some really good protection. DM is also just, it's very farmed for this Sand King when he was on paper in a lane that was supposed to be very difficult. He's got Bloodstone finished up already. So double BKBs on the cores and a Bloodstone. They've got very solid core timings right now to the fighting to BetBoom's strong fighting lineup as well. BKB done for Pure, as we said, also very strong to be able to fight versus the side of Paravision, and in particular protect himself versus the Blade Mail. He does have to watch out whenever he runs into no one.
No one's ready to collapse behind the tower and see if they can get the jump onto Pure. Go straight for him, the roll forward. He's going to miss, but the Brambles will connect. Pure pops the BKB.
But he can't fight through it.
Still has to back off, took a hell of a lot of damage before it comes into play. The Fear will catch on to Kataomi. No further damage. Miro gets the drag back with the skewer. They burst through 9 class. No one rolls in. He keeps the Magnetize going. They're in onto Miro. Miro to fall. Roll forward from no one, trying to get the catch on towards Key Attacker as well. Be able to chain away just in time before the Burrow Strike was going to be coming in.
But that's Pure's first BKB.
The BKB and run.
And he can't fight. Definitely concerned.
And they saw him under that ward on the cliff.
He might get gone on.
Yeah, no one's going to find him. He's got the Blade Mail out, he's got the kick, there's the connection, the Blade Mail's the missile, that'll do the job, takes down Pure.
Oh man, Pure, he's really struggling. It's starting to get into dangerous territory for BetBoom. This triple core timing that Paravision's been able to find, and no one in particular, just having this performance on the Earth Spirit.
We'll see us again. Pure
kicks the creep at him.
He just had nowhere to run, tried to kind of go across the triangle. He's having a great time,
He had no stones, he had to kick the creep, so it was perfect.
They're going in for more. DM, he's going to be able to get the epicenter off. He's got the Bloodstone heal. Kataomi tries to crawl away. Key Attacker just dying to the epi in the Sandstorm. They're speeding this up, Paravision, and no one. He's thinking about diving tier 3s. He's in with the haste room save. Tries to hold him back with the disruption. Miro, he'll get the skewer back. RP as well in the tower. DM's in ready to help out. Burrow Strike on a more save. Save goes down. No one can he get out of there. He rolls the wave. The tower hits are coming in, but he's bottling up. The decrep comes into play. No one, he gets out.
How does he get out? That's insane. They even popped a glyph to try to protect him. Pure tries to TP over to get some more cleanup kills. 9 class. Looks like he will go down. Okay, a little bit of an over-aggressive play diving into
yeah,
the
they
base
went in.
there.
They went beyond the tier 2, beyond the tier 3, and yeah, no one ended up underneath the tier 4, but he gets out.
But you know what? Space. Look at Crystal's farm. This Alchemist is starting to get to insane territories. After having the BKB, he's got the next pickup as well. This is beautiful to see from Paravision. And I'm going to just continue to highlight no one in particular because this is an unbelievable performance. He was kind of counterpicked inside that laning. It doesn't look like it at all. He's actually the one who feels like he's the counter versus that Timbersaw. It's immense magical damage that they're outputting here to bring him down. Kiyotaka dies so fast. I really think he has to get BKB on this Timber. He's got his Aghanims done now, but as we saw there, they already had an instant answer. He popped the Ags, instant Yules from 9 class. So I really feel like he does need to get that BKB to start hemorrhaging the damage that's coming out, because Paravision, they're snowballing this. And Pure he wants more time. It's the problem with these gyrocopters, as we have mentioned, even though some players have had some success on it, you need more time to be able to farm. You need that next item. You usually want to have a gold advantage. Not the case for Pure this game. 4 deaths already for him. Paravision, they're feeling that power.
They could be coming straight for him again.
Arcane Rune on no one. Level 15's been hit. He's got the 30% magnetized damage. And the Veil, which is going to amp up everybody on his team.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
21-minute Wisdom. Also that Tormentor. Katomi, he's at the ready with the song. This fight does not feel easy for BetBoom.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The brambles onto Kiyotaka. Just trying to enter in onto this. Crystallis will get the concoction out onto Pure.
No one's going to go.
He's going to roll in.
RP instantly. Oh, anti-synergy.
Time as the song. That wasn't the combo. And now they just have to TP out.
BetBoom, you can tell they're feeling the pressure. Paravision, they're even going to be able to take away that Wisdom and take away the Tormentor. This is a beautiful early game for them. And knowing his confidence, he even goes toward mid. As soon as they're taking the Tormentor and they're even pressuring the hero that showed up mid, DM and no one, TP in. If they continued showing in that mid lane, they could just get killed again. These macro moves are absolutely perfect so far. These items are just coming in very quickly here. The bottom tower also getting a good chunk of damage. I thought Tugalis was going to continue blasting it. They still have this catapult. It's half HP. And he will now. The lack of control is definitely proving to be a big problem here for BetBoom as well. They're completely reliant on RP in team fights. And in that last fight, the worst possible scenario for them happened as they anti-synergied. Find another clutch. 9 class will die, but save.
He's looking pretty dead. DM even letting out the Epi just in case they fight into it, and they actually do Kiyotaka. He's going to go aggressive over towards DM, but DM's out with the Burrow Strike Mirror. He'll get the drag back on the 2 of them. Yeah.
Do they have the damage?
But Pure's dying pretty quickly. He has to get away from Crystallis.
He's just dead.
And they're going to get Mirror as well.
Oh, and this game feels pretty much impossible.
Oh, the smiley faces are coming out from Dugalis.
Kiyotaka's also just dying to the Nether Ward. Yeah, this is out of control.
It's getting out of control so fast.
Pure just can't fight. He shows up, he just dies to the
dead.
He just even though he has BKB, it's not enough to actually protect versus how much magical damage they actually have. It just goes through it. 11,000 lead, and yeah, not seeing a hope for Pure to be able to do damage.
I mean, Mirror, he was trying to get this setup.
Look, he's just dying.
But it kind of worked against Pure, you know, obviously skewering them back underneath the gyro. Maybe it would have ended up a little bit better if you know, this out didn't end up right on top of the gyrocopter, because he just got to work, Crystallis.
He was dying to, like, it's all the little things, right? Nether Ward's even killing him, the life train. Tugalis, he's smiling, and they're going to get a Rax, and it feels like this game is actually already over. BetBoom, they need to try to stall things out a bit better here, but with those type of moves, Paravision have catapulted forward. A BKB now finished for DM as well. These items just continue to fly in very fast. Almost Shivas for no one. And we're definitely, at least me and you know, we didn't get to see Paravision so much. We didn't get to cast them, but absolutely seeing why they are being so dominant, the way that they're just dictating the flow of the game beautifully.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And this was them also kind of getting, you know, BetBoom, they did attempt to go for these counter picks in lanes, and it doesn't show it, right? The top lane did great. The mid lane did great. The bottom lane, the Magnus lane actually went quite well, but these other two lanes, I think BetBoom expected to be coming out way more ahead of them. It just didn't happen. The way the Paravision just played. Skiyataka, he does have the BKB queued, but it really does feel like the whole game plan.
No.
When is Pure going to actually be able to fight is the question. The Aghanims, it's not it. He's going to need that plus another item and maybe even another on top because he's just so far behind. And they just have so much damage to go through him.
Invisibility.
I'll go for the tier 2. Top or mid next. I mean, there's just these items that are coming out time for no one. An Earth Spirit that was in a matchup that wasn't to be favored, but he's come out fantastic.
It's full Shivas, and it's also he's level 18. So on top of having very good farm, his levels are crazy for this time. These heroes can't handle Magnetized level 3 at this point in time. 162 per second, plus the Shivas on top, plus Grove Bow. He can actually hit people as well. Can't forget how much right-click damage this Earth Spirit can do when he gets this type of advantage as well. He's going to be attacking the Gyrocopter with the plus 120 damage from the Resonance.
Radiant's middle tower.
Hunting down Skiyataka. DM might find this.
It's close. Ooh! Get stunned in base. He did. It was very close though. Pure. So has to be careful down here. He's got the backup of his team, but they're getting surrounded. All the Paravision swinging in.
And BetBoom's starting to panic a little bit here. They're like, we got to run. We don't have the information. We can't take this fight. No one. He's going to make sure that they have to. He rolls in, gets the connection. I have a disruption to hold no one back.
He continues to chase. No one has no fear in the world right now. They will be able to disengage, and they will be able to hang on to the song with the disengage too. So Pure will be able to continue getting some farm here, but every time he shows, look at this, they're still smoked up. They're still.
Know he's around.
Tommy.
He's got the glimmer. Chrysalis is in. Wants to try and chase. DM's going to find Katsumi. At least it will give Pure the space to escape successfully.
But only just escape. Yeah, he'll go farm this ancient camp for a second here, but he's just getting chased relentlessly. The space is it's just not there for BetBoom with the way the Paravision is just running. They're literally just sweeping the map. From bottom, they sweep all the way toward top as well, not even taking the Twin Gate. They just wanted to cover, take full coverage, not allow BetBoom to farm, not allow them to catch back up in this game. Can they
find no one?
They will.
That's a big catch to find there. Miro was not hesitating one bit to drop that RP to kill no one.
And he'll get 9 class. 2 huge kills.
I mean, okay, just like that. That's some big stuff for BetBoom.
It's massive, the fact that they get the gem. Can control some of this vision to be able to stall the game out. Buy time for Pure. He still needs quite a bit more time.
And they know DM's around here as well.
Can they get the catch? Pretty good stuff there.
It's a big one. Yep. Just catching no one like that. He was not ready for that one.
Can they actually turn this into more is the question. They're set up for the Roche. Might be able to go for this here. They're respawning soon.
Got a lot of damage with this full day on Pure. Recipe on its way. Paravision without no one.
It dies.
They can't contest this.
They don't make it in time. Okay, BetBoom. Pure has ramped up a lot. AC is done for the Alchemist. DM is in position to look for the fight.
Roche now.
He might.
He's going to try. He's got in.
His team's coming.
I mean, BetBoom's just going to retreat.
They don't want to fight.
Yeah, if they only lose Katomi, this is perfectly fine for BetBoom. They got what they wanted. They get the Roche. The Aegis, they get out there.
Where's the gem?
Support Naga Siren.
Oh my god, that was so close to Chrysalis getting Miro. He's the one with the gem. If they were able to recover that one back, that would have been pretty huge for the side of Paravision as well. But BetBoom able to disengage. They only want to fight with RP, as we see. BetBoom, that's pretty much the only tool that they can fight around.
Some of the tips coming back out towards Dakalis. I was in return for that earlier smiley face in the all chat.
If BetBoom can continue, if they can stall this game super hard, as you said, their draft does it does scale very
Pure
hard,
can
but
carry.
he does need still that one more, but this Aegis could provide him that little bit of extra to get that next big item. It really, I'm gonna just, it's all eyes on Miro, really, it feels like. How much he can do as this Magnus to have to catch these big RPs, and he's actually getting very close to the Ags, too. So on top of that, he'll be able to have that horn toss to catch extra.
Yeah, they'll have that
but
very strong high ground hold.
Yeah, but it is really, it's eyes on Miro. He has to be super clutch this game for them to have this.
And there will be the opportunities. I mean, you are playing up against a lineup that is triple, you know, all 3 cores are melee.
That's true. They do have Cognitive Blast from a distance, but it is triple melee, so if they're not careful,
You can
Miro
get
could
some
do
big catches.
Naga's hit 12. Save has a blink.
So they can smoke and find a pickup.
Kiyotaka has BKB too, so quite a bit more survivable for him now.
Double damage.
No one.
Miro.
Amp damage.
Ooh, Miro. Nearly getting caught there.
And no one has this amp damage and this regen. He wants to try to fight.
Has put the BKB immediately. Pure's going to move in on towards him, but with the BKB, no one rolls away.
That's also very good for BetBoom.
Miro might still get a grab. He's in. Looks for Tagalis. Tagalis able to force back. DMs in with the counter. Barrow strike the epicenter. There's straight on to Pure. Pure, he's very, very low here. Of course, he's got the Aegis, so he's going to be ready for round 2. If he even goes down, he does go down. The song won't save in the once.
No one's chasing.
He's in. Straight over to Miro. Miro has to put the RP just to control no one's Earth Spirit. Miro still ticks out to the Magnetize. No one, he'll separate himself from Pure once Pure's got the BKB up. Chrysalis, he's dealing with Kiyotaka. Kiyotaka goes for the TP out, but the damage is done. Kiyotaka falls.
And it felt like a good place for BetBoom to fight because the BKB from no one was used early, but DM, what a connection there.
Yeah, well, he was ready to jump straight back in.
How much damage? He did 7,400 damage. Pretty much perfect connection. And the secondary, the respawn of the gyrocopter, he gets the stun on top of him before the BKB. He almost dies without getting it off. A little bit of a hiccup there from Paravision. And back to the push.
It's going to come in pretty fast here with the AC that Chrysalis has. They're onto the tier 3s. Miro, their main component in the high ground hold and punishing a push. He's out for 20 more seconds.
He doesn't have the RP either. He did end up using it in that last fight.
Still just a little bit short on the goal for the Aghanims for that potential horn toss as well.
And that's going to be the racks grabbed up here.
They want to stick around for more.
Looks like they do. Christos wants to continue with this fresh AC.
See how much they respect the respawn from Miro.
50 seconds, no RP though.
Miro, he can still get a skewer drag back. The missile might set something up. He could look for the drag back onto no one.
He has BKB.
He doesn't want to go for it, Miro.
He has BKB and he's got Magnetize up with the ready again, so. No one's still showing that even if they do get the initiation onto him, he is still just too terrifying. Even though there was a little bit of that comeback there from BetBoom. No one's still showing it. Doesn't matter, at least for him. He's about to have Ags done. Miro's got to have a better RP than that last one in order to have a chance in these fights.
Yeah, I had to sort of do that one just in a moment of panic.
It was
no one got on
desperate,
top of him. Just, yeah.
Radiant are scanning.
Now down 19k gold.
Pure still needs, I mean, I feel like he still just needs a lot more time. Satanic, and
the Rape.
It's getting close to that Rapier territory, it feels like, yep.
That's what we got to see. See if Pure gets the chance to get that. That's going to take at least 5 more minutes.
Let's look at Chrysalis stuck in the trees for a second right now. He blinked into it. It's okay, he's about to blink out in a second.
He's able to.
It's fine. They actually cut the tree for him. He was stuck for a full 15 seconds on the tree line there, but it happens. Full Swift Blink purchase for him. They want to keep this pressure going on the side of Paravision. They feel their strength in these next upcoming fights with these timings that they've gotten, all these next items. Lotus on DM, Ags on the Earth Spirit. They want to close this game out. They don't want this one to continue.
Let's have a big RPs from Miro.
It's got to be big RPs.
Or
big horn tosses, and then skewers, and then potential RPs afterwards. It's got to be clean.
And just overall, the thing is that Paravision's cores are
still massive.
Yeah, they get sort of skewered in. It doesn't mean they're guaranteed dead.
No. And it's, I would say it's pretty unlikely that all 3 of the, how is the chance that all 3 of these cores are going to get RP? Right?
Yeah,
maybe you'll get 2.
Probably get 2 max, but
2 at the max. If you get 3, that's definitely a mistake there from Paravision.
Yeah, and Paravision haven't really been making that level of mistakes. this game. So indeed, that would be pretty crazy if Mira can catch the 3 cores.
Pure, that's a Satanic done. And he, of course, did find that Paladin stored at the 27-minute mark. Does he quew up that Rapier? It really does feel like
Radiant's
it, at the least.
bottom tower is under attack.
After that last fight in particular, after them losing a Rex. Of course, he's going to be a ways away. That does feel like what the idea kind of is for BetBoom to try to have a chance versus this deficit.
I'll take that.
Triple bounty rune picked up for Ducalis. Even more increased there for Crystalis. And what's the next item for Crystalis? Is he going to go for start handing out some ags? Does he want to switch up an item? We shall see soon. No one has the Arcane Rune in his bottle for this upcoming fight, too. They've got their lanes in good position. Mid and top starting to shove in. BetBoom have to be ready for when this push comes. Kiyotaka.
An exceptional fight.
He could get kicked out of the base with the Enchant Remnant. He's got to be ready for it. Paravision, they want to pick off. No one. We'll start to scout the bottom side. How long on Roche? Maybe that's what Paravision does want to wait, since they are playing versus that RP, which is still a little intimidating.
BetBoom's going to start coming out of the base.
Okay.
I have the song set up at the ready. At Paravision. It's only sort of 9 class in position to specifically scout these sort of moves.
He's got to blink. He can blink away. Miro knows he has to hold RP, can't go for it. If he uses RP on a single target outside the base, it's instant push in Paravision. So Miro has to be very patient with his usage. Has to get a big connection.
Loaded to the gills.
Aeon Disc also being picked up for Ducalis. How long on Roche? 35 seconds. So that'll be what they wait for. They're positioned completely around it too.
BetBoom. Do you go and smoke out for the Roche?
I don't think so.
You just wait for the high ground hold?
I think you wait for high ground hold. I think fighting around Roche, at least it seems like suicide with how much team fight that they have.
Radiant's middle tower is
They do
under
have
attack.
2 wards placed on this spot here. They might just end up losing in a second. But that's the Roche. 5 seconds. It's going to spawn. Paravision, very likely to back up and go for it. And they continue to keep their waves pushed out. I've seen Katomi, he's trying to cut waves with his Naga Siren illusions, but they're pretty weak. And Ducalis, he's going to go back and scout it. 37 minutes hit. Next neutral item is going to be getting picked up. What does Pure get? Gets the Mindbreaker, one of the best.
No dreams of the Rapier yet.
No.
To get the butterfly first.
I think he needs Rapier on.
Oh, he changed it just.
I
just
think he
as I
needs
said that,
Rapier.
he changed it.
I
There we
think
go.
he needs it. Yep. I don't think this is a butterfly game.
Here we go.
Many a times I've seen these butterflies just be very underwhelming at these type of deficits. You have to go for the big play.
When you get it from behind, it feels really bad.
Yeah. You need to go for the big play at this point. They've got the Ags too on the Shadow Demon, so small things starting to add up here. But it really just, it's all down to Miro. Will he land a 3-4 man RP? Will Paravision give them that opportunity? Now that they've got Aegis, they've got easier access to go for this push where they can just show the Alchemist. Boom. Doing their best to keep these lanes pushed out though.
Dire are scanning.
Just a few more minutes of farming and Pure should be able to get the Rapier.
We might actually be able to get it, yeah. It does seem like we will be able to see it. DM finds himself a Timeless Relic, best neutral he could find. Alright, this will be exciting. If he's able to clean this up, turn this game around with a Rapier, it's going to be pretty
able to get
crazy.
it in time, though?
Is he going to get it in time before that Rax?
The push is coming in top, yeah.
That is the question. He can sell the Falcon Blade, and he's close. Not quite there.
He's about 1,000 gold on top of that sale of the Falcon Blade.
He can, you can disassemble the data list, though, as a gyro, right, to go for it? Whatever. I don't think he'll do it just yet as they get the skewer back.
That's a pretty good skewer. Not enough damage coming in, though, to be able to kill him the once. Crystalis is able to walk away with the BKB and Chemical Rage and continue the push.
Blasts are adding up. Kiyotaka tries to explode them. The banner. Racks are dropping low. DeCallis with another blast will get that ranged.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Miro.
He's sending the Falcon Blade to be sold.
Does he want to try for an RP here, Miro?
I think just keep stalling. Let Pure finish it. Unless
Miro.
you find a really dream opportunity, but the Yules comes out.
It's there straight away to interrupt the skewer back. They'll turn towards DeCallis. The Disc is going to get taken off immediately. He goes down. There's no one. He rolled in with the BKB. He'll have to be a bit careful as his BKB comes to an end. BetBoom still holding the high ground.
30 gold.
They're going to use the song for a potential setup, but Katomi's ticking out to the Magnetize. So they'll just have to use this song to play defensively and get back.
He has to get back. Does dodge. Okay, we'll be able to take off that debuff of the Magnetize. DeCallis buys back. They want to get this Mega Creeps. They still have
Rapier's
that
on
Rex
the way.
bottom, but he's got the Rapier now.
Here we go. RP's up. They
Eyes
have
on
the
Miro.
potential for a comeback here, BetBoom. They've got the tools. The attacker is actually going to get kicked though. Because they drop the RP
found no
just
one.
onto no one. They'll kill him immediately. That's no one gone.
Here comes Pure.
He's moving in. They get in position to lay down the damage he can. He's looking towards DM. DM's going to get shot down by the gyro.
Huge
Double
damage.
kill for Pure. They're ready to go in for more. DeCallis and Crystallis, they scatter into the trees. 9-class gets the Shadow Realm off. But Kiyotaka nearly finds him with the Chakra, and the Blink TP will be there. 9-class saves himself. DeCallis, he's hiding, but they see him. Save. He spots him out,
caught.
put the Shadow Poison.
That's a dieback.
That's going to be him out for good. DeCallis dead for 80 seconds. BetBoom, they'll hold as the Rapier purchase from Pure comes just in time.
Great grab. Even going just for like little DeCallis play, catching them off guard there, and then no one. He gets caught by the RP. Pure. He's starting to smile.
Here we go.
The high ground holds the Magnus. Where does Crystallis want to go from here too? Right, he still has Aegis, but look at the smiles. They're feeling themselves. They're feeling they've got a much better chance in this game than I think that the graph tells. It still says 80% for Paravision, but it's starting to feel not a 50-50, but starting to feel closer and closer to that point with Pure with this Rapier. He has to be super careful how far he steps out, though, when he doesn't have BKB.
Sure.
But that is a big game.
He can carry this game to victory.
He absolutely
now
can.
that they've got over that defense.
That is the biggest hurdle. Just not having to get not getting mega creeped at that point is massive. He still has other things he has to watch out for is getting kicked outside the base, right? So Pure just has to be as careful as possible with his positioning.
Kiyotaka. Just gonna find the chance to 9-class.
15
Pure's
HP.
gonna have him surely.
Missiles coming out. They've got the saves. And he's okay.
Radiant's top tower
All of BetBoom in the area. And now they have one RP, but they're getting close to having a secondary one too from Miro. He's getting closer to that refresher.
Radiant are scattered.
This game is in scary territory for Paravision.
Yeah, if Miro can get a good jump here. Pure by his side.
If Pure spend the gold, he did. So he's kind of consumed the Ags and buy the Blink Dagger so that he can always be in position to be able to dish out that damage with the RP.
When you've got a Rapier, right, who needs
you go all
buyback?
in. Yep.
You don't need the buyback.
Radiant's
They're hunting.
bottom tower is
Who are they
under
going to
attack.
find? The Aegis, it's about to get reclaimed. Paravision. They might get caught off guard here. DM. He showed himself.
Miro.
Miro.
Gonna see the chance. Maybe
He
now.
now does.
There it is.
And dead in an instant. No way to survive.
1400 damage crits coming out from Pure with this Rapier.
I feel like they actually have the advantage now, Owen.
They are 100%.
I feel like they actually
You get to this point with the gyro and the Rapier.
Yeah, it really does.
He is set to carry this game to victory.
These buildings at this point don't really matter that much.
They
They've gotten
got
past this.
through the tough bit of the game.
Yep.
And I think, if anything, maybe Paravision, they might be feeling like they should have been a little heavier with the pushes in that mid game. They might have been looking back more opportunities to try and progress the game that they didn't quite go for, and maybe they were a little too careful sitting back waiting for these Roshans when they could have gone for a little bit more.
There is still some big talents that they are grabbing up. 25 has been hit for no one. He has Refresher. One thing that we can never count out is how much damage Magnetize can actually do in these fights. If a long fight goes down, that's where Paravision can succeed. If a quick fight goes down, BetBoom, it's going to be them just dominating it with an RP. He's got lifesteal to stand through it, of course, but that could be one of the things that allows Paravision to perhaps still be able to take these team fights.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But BetBoom, they've got good control now at this point with Pure. Oh, and amp damage spawns top.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And there's no saving these targets. I've seen multiple, what is the Aeon Discs, of course, being picked up from the Pugna, but that's never going to save you versus the Shadow Demon. If you get purged. 9 class, will scout. Get the fear connection, but there's not backup yet.
No one's going to roll in. He's going to roll in straight over towards Pure. He has to put the BKB, and in fact, well, Pure's also going to BKB and TP out. They don't want to take the fight here, BetBoom.
9 class just gets deleted, though. Kiyotaka.
He's sort of been left behind.
Can he get out? He's got BKB. He's got his team behind
Miro's
him.
coming over to help him. They're backing up onto this BetBoom. They figure out that they can actually make the fight work now. Especially when they don't have the BKB on cooldown. They've got the song.
That's one of the magnetizers used. Katomi does not want to fight around here. Can they get Kiyotaka out? He's trying
BKB,
to.
and he's able to turn. He gets the Hex down on the Crystallis. Miro stepping up. Can he get in range for the
Pure's
jump?
coming.
Not quite.
Pure's starting to connect back over.
I mean, this whole fight, I mean, BetBoom initially looked like they were like, well, we can't take this. But then Kiyotaka was kind of like, yes, we can. And he wasn't a half wrong either, as they end up scaring Paravision back.
And Pure sells his items. He sells his boots, I believe, to get the refresher. So he's going to have the double BKB, double Satanic, double Flak.
Yep.
Inside these fights, too. BetBoom. Hey, they're starting to throw these taunts out. They're feeling confident. They're even throwing the tips out.
Oh,
I think they're feeling it.
Hey, you know, DeCarlis started it. He was the first to drop the smiley face.
That is true. I mean, these teams were all chatting at the start of the game too, a little bit back and forth. So
yeah, it's friendly banter for sure.
It's friendly.
But BetBoom might get to be the ones that get the banter the last.
They might get that last laugh, and they might start getting Magnus more and more attention throughout this tournament if they're able to win this game just on the back of those RPs and skewers that he got.
They can do it in every role.
Every single role. Well,
every core.
Every core.
Are you saying now maybe game 2 we're going to see him show off in the support position?
Could happen. I like it a lot more on the core. Just feels like it's much better to actually have items, but... Paravision, where do they go from here? They have a lot of golds just saved up to Crystallis. He's hanging on to 8,000. Earth Spirit as well, sitting on 3,800. What are the items that they want to buy? Not too certain where they go from here. Do they get just disables? I mean, the Abyssal is going to be pretty valuable for Crystallis to perhaps lock down through those BKBs. One option.
For no one, does he not want to get the Octa in this game?
I'm starting to think, if anything, they maybe want to... It's an item that's dead, but honestly, Halberd is not a horrible choice when you're playing.
Yeah, we never see a Halberd, do we? Even in these games, we get these
pretty garbage
DKs, gyros. Well, why is it so bad nowadays?
It doesn't give you anything, Owen. It's just terrible. It doesn't give you status resistance, and the BKBs just don't care. So, BetBoom.
Yep.
Looking to connect to get the wrap around Miro. Looking for his target. Pure.
Who's Miro going to be able to
grab? They're clumped up.
Oh, they are!
They've got to!
Does he get the skewer back? But Pure is in position straight away. They didn't need no skewer back as no one and Crystallis are gone.
Can they get more? The Song is attempting to catch more, but the fear from 9 class will protect them. But look at that Alk.
I mean,
look at that Earth Spirit.
So quickly. Whoever gets caught in the RP, you know, as we saw, because of this blink on the gyro, it doesn't matter.
You don't need the skewer.
Miro dragging them back. Pure can just get straight on top of them. And whoever gets caught in the RP will die. Does not matter who you are right now.
And Miro has Refresher, so he's always going to have that secondary one if the fight continues. Yeah, this game just looks... Now it looks very difficult for Paravision to take any type of these fights, and no one... He definitely feels it.
They were having a lot of smiles earlier on Paravision, but not anymore. This game took a big old turn for the worse for them.
And now they get a free Ags being delivered too. Get that over to Katomi. He can get the grabs through the BKB and
Kiyotaka.
He's just
make these solo plays. Get the Yules off.
Oh, he's actually surviving.
And he might, yeah.
Just barely.
He'll live.
They're just hunting for solo plays now at this point. BetBoom. Creeps are coming in mid, but it doesn't matter. They have ways to deal with that with ease. It's such a long time that these two heroes are dead. 20 more seconds still on the Earth Spirit and the Alchemist. The lanes are all shoved out. Pure. Now he's got the Swift Blink. So he's going to fully be able to pump out the damage in a heartbeat now.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, they get a good RP, you can just blink
Kill
in
anybody.
and get sort of instant rampage.
Look at Kiyotaka jumping into the base. He's not concerned.
They've got everybody back alive now on Paravision.
Kiyotaka doesn't care though. Stands his ground versus 5. What's the approach that you want to take for these fights on Paravision now at this point? You have to either find Miro before a fight starts or somehow get Pure out of position, but it's difficult versus this Aegis now at this point too.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You mad? You mad? Cause I am.
Kiyotaka just constantly throwing the spam out.
Still plenty of time with this Aegis.
Paravision, their lineup, just it's lack. It just doesn't have anything to really go through these BKBs either to just go for these targets to catch anybody out. BetBoom, they're also just covering each other perfectly now at this point, holding each other's hands. Tomi, always going to be able to have that bailout. So it feels like it's been a long time since Paravision's been able to find anything going their way after that high ground hold from BetBoom. He is, by the way, he queues up Halberd on no one. I was thinking that's something that they're trying to think of to deal with Pure, but difficult to get it onto him anyway. Hugging Pure. 2 minutes still on this Aegis.
They're being very careful, BetBoom. Nine class.
Just trying to get some information.
Might walk into them. He's playing on just the edge of the vision.
Does scout them.
He's blinking in. Just gonna jump in and kill him.
Instantly taken out. One hit from the Mindbreaker. 65 seconds. No Willow. Has buyback. Could be an opportunity for BetBoom to start poking. Can no one go for some Enchant Remnant play? He's gonna go for it.
Gonna try. Pretty good kickback there. The BKB's out for Pure. They drop the RP down onto no one. No one's gone.
They're on Pure. The song.
It's there to save him. He'll start healing up. No one's coming with the buyback. Same to be said for 9 class. Pure on the retreat. Pots to refresh. He gets the second blink out. He's ready to go back in. And there's the RP. Miro's in. Catches the 3 of them. I mean, it's over. No one's dead without buyback. They're going to lose their Sand King.
Crystallis can't do anything in the fight.
He just has to run Pure, bringing in the damage. The Decrepit Fire from Dakalis will not save him. As BetBoom, with this Rapier comeback, I think they've done it, Fogged.
They absolutely have. 100 seconds, no Earth Spirit. There's no damage to go through him there. They even got the kickback. DM, he'll get a good epi, but it's just not enough. They don't have their carry.
Oh, Pure's kind of dying.
He's dying to the epi.
All right, that's the Aegis gone. But it's 2 versus 5.
And he's still got a Satanic.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They're closing it up, Owen.
Crystallis, can he do anything at this point? He's gonna try and smoke up.
He's got the Satanic at the ready.
Miro tries for the drag back, but he's not gonna get the catch onto them. Crystallis, he's gonna get caught by the Hex.
Satanic.
They were ready for him. Crystallis, he's gonna die to the damage of the Rapier. Gyro, this game, it's over as BetBoom.
What a comeback.
A good old-fashioned Gyro Rapier comeback from them as they'll take this first game.
And Miro delivers exactly when he needs to. You gotta give credit.
Are we getting a game 3, or is this gonna be a 2-0 today?
I think we're gonna have a much closer game in particular. I don't think it's gonna be BetBoom like 20k behind or anything in particular, but I do think it's a similar type of style that Paravision has gone for, where they want to get this advantage early and press forward with it, with this Monkey King, with the Sand King. I feel like I'm going to repeat myself quite a bit in this game too, because we have the Sand King Willow lane versus the Naga plus that range core. SF plus Naga probably a bit stronger than the Gyro +1, so that one should be even more so, but we did see 9 class and DM. They outplayed pretty hard in that top lane. They got some really good kills, they got the Sand King, a really good setup start game. And yeah, it feels like a very similar kind of style for Paravision to get ahead, stay ahead, and kind of dominate, but I feel like BetBoom this time around can fight better inside that mid-game rather than just having that, Magnus factor to just come back in the game entirely. So I think we're in for a treat. I think this one should be very, very close and very, very contested inside that mid-game. Looking forward to see who's going to come out ahead inside of these lanes. The Monkey King has been one of these heroes that sometimes just dominates the whole game inside the early with the rotations that you're able to move. And no one.
I mean, how
He owned
good
last
is
game.
this matchup? Like, as a Monkey King,
It's very good for Monkey.
we still have the range ability to kind of reach in and trade with the Storm Spirit.
Yeah. It's not like a dominant, like super dominant matchup or anything like that, but there's a lot of things that you can do as this Monkey King to trip up a Storm. Yeah, you get your extra sustain, you go wand or stick that I've seen no one do a couple times, so you get this extra bit, and yeah, you can constantly dodge the vortexes or the static remnants with your mischief. Some players are better at this matchup than others, and I was checking to see if Kiyotaka did do this, because I saw one other player do this, is go the shock collar, but he did just go for the standard static slide. I want to see the shock collar experimented more in pro games, so, but not the case. And bottom lane, they've gone for the Bristleback for Crystallis, a very, very strong hero in particular versus the summons. But Save and Miro, these two, I always mention that Save in particular, a specialist in terms of securing lanes.
Now, yeah, this game, DeCarlis, on the Elder Titans, thought that we're not seeing too much play with.
And he went deconstruction.
Sure.
So
this,
no one, I think almost everybody's gone back to taking momentum in majority of these games, so very interesting to see that he has gone for this one. It can be, if he's actually able to stand on them inside this lane even for a couple seconds, Goo plus Quill plus the deconstruction, that sounds pretty damn strong. You just don't see it really grab too much because it's a lot harder to utilize in a lot of team fights. Keeping a spirit on top of somebody. I could talk about ET all day, so I'm going to try not to.
but ET as a whole in a good place right now.
Not really, I would say. The hero, it does feel like it has quite a bit of weaknesses in comparison to a lot of these other supports at the moment, but specialists absolutely can play around it. And I do think the one thing is that he does match nicely with a lot of these meta picks, because if you do go this deconstruction facet with something like Sand King, you can just play from a distance and you're buffing up damage for your team constantly with the magic debuff.
So far, pretty close first waves across the lanes.
Yep, top. DM again. Getting some good solid farm at the first few levels here. There is going to be a pull that comes out, and it is a double stacked pull, so 9 class has to at least try to contest some of these creeps as DM.
Got the setup, they've got the raises. Most chunk of the brambles are there.
DM is able to get himself out, and Pierre is taking a decent chunk of damage. They will lose majority of that wave, but DM is going to be able to go over and take actually a decent chunk with the cost, because Pierre is dropping dangerously low.
I mean, 9 class was going to be tempted to maybe make a play with the Shadow Realm, but wouldn't have quite been enough.
Another net, another reel. Pure doesn't have the mana.
Pure's got to be, he walks back into the brambles, Pure.
9 class though, he's ticking away.
And they'll get the first blood. So if DM can get something in return, he's not going to be able to. I'll get that last hit over towards Kataomi, so BetBoom get the first blood and they lose nothing.
Both lanes pushing the limits as much as possible. DM is getting very good last hits as he stole away that whole stack on the camp, but 9 class steps up a little bit too far and gets punished.
Stupendous.
Yeah, last time we saw 9 class have what? He was 5-0 in the start of the game, just making pretty much every right move. Just steps up a little bit too far and gets punished. Kiyotaka so far, handling himself in the mid lane, 20-2. No one, only up to the 4 denies. I've seen a couple of times where they do get quite a lot more on this Monkey King with the Storm. Kiyotaka, having a good time here. Even holding the skill point too, so interesting to see him doing this as well to prevent the potential catch of this Jingu stacks. He does have that 1 point to be able to maybe go for a Vortex play. Should get better for no one though, as the levels start come out. He's got boots now, so it does feel like for Kiyotaka it's going to get a little bit more difficult. But as a Storm, you can just go to the jungle, get a stack going, have this heavy remnants farm it up too. See if 9-Klex looks to go for a punish play here. He's just going to take the rune. He's going to be annoying.
Oh, one. Not quite able to get the Jingu up.
Want to try to go for a dive play here.
Coming in with a wraparound. They're going to be able to push the wave in under the tower.
Katomi's turned up though, so he's going to start pushing 9-Class away. 9-Class doesn't want to fight 1v1 versus this Naga Siren at this point. Fair bit of denies now adding up there for no one. He's up to 9, but yeah, 25 last hits for Kiyotaka, so things considered pretty good. And Kiyotaka's doing the thing that I saw XM doing the other day in pretty much every single one of his Storm games. He's going Soul Ring as well. So cool to see the rise of the Soul Ring for these mid-Storms, as we used to see it picked up in all the games. Now it's coming back. And I'm wondering why it disappeared in the first place. If players are considering going for it nowadays, when it is so expensive. As we did see, tremendous stacks. This is definitely going to be one of those games where stacks are going to be contested, or could be contested, as there's a Bristle on one side.
They should be right for your Paravision, because
Yeah.
BetBoom, I should say, they've got a huge amount already 5 minutes in.
And with a Monkey King, right, that's one of those heroes that we do see a lot of times. You go for this invasive play to try to maybe steal Wisdom Runes, but also to scout out those stacks as well. So could definitely see Paravision look to start getting active very early to contest those stacks. And speaking of getting early, no one making the move bottom.
Nice
level
hit.
6.
Some of the jump will get held back by the disruption. They won't get the kill hit.
Kiyotaka immediately throws out the chat wheel. He's like, nice, Monkey King left my lane. I can get that push in for it and get that advantage, at least in terms of CS. And now he's level 6, and is he going to get the rune? No one actually will.
Radiant's top
This
tower
one's going to be a
is
lot
under
more stack
attack.
heavy of a game, as we were mentioning, DM. Still at the top, at least in terms of last hits, and yeah, these stacks, they're all here. But yeah, both sides can contest. You know, Pure, he has hit the 5 too, so he can look to steal these if he sees an opportunity. Just scary as well versus the Monkey King, who can rotate a lot easier.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
For these lanes at the moment, BetBoom, with a slight advantage in terms of that gold. Pure having that very good start.
Dire's
The catch onto
middle
DM
tower
again.
is under
They have
attack.
enough. The raid
It's
drop.
a tricky one. He's got the Burrow Strike. Final raids won't be able to get him.
Constantly getting threatened, though. And here they go. They're attempting to start getting that in contest, at least getting the information. Miro will want to start to work on it pretty soon. He's got the Arcane Boots and 3 points in the axes.
Radiant's
Just a
top tower
one-for-one
is under
wisdom
attack.
exchange. I really thought that we were going to see these movements happen very early. With
That's
that
a slow start.
MK getting 6 so but he does
That
get
boom.
stopped.
Some of the stacks here at Paravision. He's trying to, but no one's going to be here. Pure.
William,
Going to be put to a stop by the Boundless Strike, and DM's moving over, so they're going to have to burrow as well. There it is. Put the
Great
stop to
change
Pure,
back.
getting the Requiem off. He'll go down. Staying to be stepped for Katomi is Paravision. And not too happy there with BetBoom trying to sneak into the triangle and take some of their farm. They make him pay him. No one gets the double.
if they were going to go for that, I feel like they have to have Kiyotaka try
need
to
it
connect
more.
through. Yeah, I think just going with the 2 is very dangerous, as it's so easy for a Monkey King to just get there. He just jumps on a tree, instant boundless, and even Dukalis, he turns up and he's got that stomp from a distance to stop that Requiem even longer. So Miro will get time to be able to clear up this stack. That's a big one.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
What is that? Is that 5 or a 6 stack?
I think it might be 6.
It might be 6, right? It is. It's a 6 stack.
And this is one of the more efficient stacking we've seen.
Yeah.
8 minutes in,
a big
clearing
one.
this level of stack.
Yeah, I guess because they had to go contest to protect their stacks, Miro will say space for him to be able to farm his, right? So, a bit of a trade-off. Even though they do lose the Shadow Fiend, Miro will be very happy as this Beastmaster to get this timing.
That's a huge influx of gold and XP for Miro.
Radiant's
Kiyotaka has
bottom
the regen
tower
at the
is
moment
under
running,
attack.
so was able to find that power route to get that increased bit of farm. Even gonna look to steal away some from no one. Nice dodge there of the Static Remnant.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Tries to let there no one, just in case.
Quite a bit of damage here. He should be okay.
Katomi's in to help out as well, no one. He's going to pop the Wukong's command, stop BetBoom from pushing into him.
They forced a Wukong's. Just a casual, just casually walking up and just getting that. And 9 class even walking over and using a good chunk of mana to try to protect no one. Good aggressive move there from BetBoom, even though it doesn't get them a kill. DM, this time, much slower of a start for him in particular, but he does have these stacks to go back to, and he's going to get catapulted pretty much to the rest of the
Dire's
cores
top
right after he
tower
finishes
is under
those.
attack.
Crystallis so far has had an absolutely free start. As expected, he's not laning versus anybody now at this point. We'll have a pretty good timing, at least on the 2 components of the Ags.
Stupendous.
I mean, I don't think I've seen Bristleback ever really get slowed down of getting his Ag shard timing. Except the one where Amar got his stacks completely stolen, actually. That was the one that did get stolen. One.
Kiyotaka's trying in the mid. Hoping for some action around this 10-minute power in spawn. It's ending up on the bottom there. Dukalis will be able to grab that.
Kiyotaka, that's a dangerous position to go for there. He has the backup of his supports and save in particular to try to save him, but if he gets caught from a bramble there, he could just die from the chain stun. Has to be a bit careful. There is a lot of stun for this Storm Spirit.
He's looking to get very, very active if they smoke up with the two of them.
Constant backup is here. Ducalis is at the ready with
They're
the
trying
stomp.
again in on the mid. The fear comes in to push them back.
3-man stomp.
That's going to hold them back in position. DM's ready to line up with the two-man burrow strike. Sandstorm with the Battler strikes down. Kiyotaka catch over there so low, and they're going to die to the Sandstorm. Kiyotaka, he's dead. They really tried to force that mid. They kind of with this two-man smoke and then this big zip in over towards no one. It doesn't work out. They're going way too heavy in on the mid lane.
They're getting baited. Ducalis sat there for the whole minute. He was just waiting. And playing versus ET, a lot of times you have to be careful when you go for these type of plays if you don't see him. That stop, it's going to just stop any of your aggressive moves. I think Pure even gets, I would say, a little lucky that he doesn't get caught from the burrow strike too. If he gets hit from that burrow from DM, he could also have been in trouble there. Just really trying to bully no one, but dangerous to go for that. As we said, there's a lot of lockdown, a lot of damage. It's very Kiyotaka style, as he loves to play super aggressive, but let's get punished this time around. And now, Paravision, they're going to look for their own smoke. Probably want to look for the Shadow Fiend. But any one of those cores would be a good option. So no one is starting to force out top, and no one... He's going to go more of a farming style build. I think most of the times that we've seen this mid Monkey King, not every time, of course, they've gone for the defusal in the early, but this is when it's just not really that great of a defusal game. So he wants to go down the Gleipnir route, get that continued scale.
Dire's top tower
Which I'm pretty cool with,
attack.
right? Because he's got this bristle back as well too. That's the 6 semi-carry, so he wants to be able to keep himself in his scaling potential. And Gleipnir is just fantastic.
Yeah, they want to have that extra bit of control.
Yeah, it's
Storm.
And yeah, just the Diffu just doesn't feel... He's not playing versus Bristle, he's not playing versus Tiny DK, any of these like strength fours that really care about having their mana burned. Miro is about to have Axe, so the timing, it's very fast for him. Definitely a lineup, I mean, both lineups can look to go for Roche very early, but in particular, when Miro's got that Axe, they can look to accelerate on BetBoom a little faster.
I get it. The problem will be that Paravision...
They can fight.
Yeah, the team fight around an area like a Roshan pit. It's pretty scary.
Yeah, ET's like the king of Roche.
No one.
It's Pure.
It's got the setup with the Boundless. They have to follow up Burrow Strike. Immediate TPs are coming in. They have to fear to stop the Requiem. The Wukong's command's not going to be enough to kill it.
They TP, though, with multiple heroes, and they're not able to get a catch-up kill afterwards. But Pure will be able to survive. He's going to heal right back up to full with the mask.
Just sort of alleviates any pressure that might be about to be put onto this bottom lane. So Chrysalis continues to have all the space in the world. And yeah, that will be the Aghanims done.
Paravision definitely want to be the more aggressive ones in this game, it feels like. There's no one. Fine Katomi, he's not quite 6. Doesn't have the song. Gets caught by the bramble.
Nero. Can you do anything to help out? He can't. He's going to drop the roar now.
Throw the roar. He's got this Axe.
It's a big zip coming in, but the stomp's there. Doesn't matter. No one still dies here to the efforts of Kiyotaka and Miro. Now Kiyotaka's ready to use the rest of his mana to get the catch on the 9 class as well. Gets the drag back with the Vortex. They'll be able to pop 9 class with the poison of Save.
I don't think no one expected that Axe to be finished on the Beastmaster there. Miro, that roar comes down. It's just far too much damage for him to deal with. They'll take that all day. Trading Katomi. Level 5, getting 2 kills, a level 7 and a level 9 get brought down because of it.
Okay, they can go for the Roche, right?
I think they can.
Yeah, just walk straight into the pit, take this Roshan here around the Beastmaster.
Yeah, he should have time too. It usually takes about 40 seconds or so, if I'm not mistaken, when you do have this Axe timing. And with those kills, they might not be able to, they might not be aware of it either.
It's an early one.
Yeah.
There's always the potential when you have the Beastmaster, as you say, and that sometimes goes without the enemy team.
He's actually killing it fast. With the SD, okay.
Yeah,
with the SD, it makes it that much faster.
They do it, I think it ended up being about 20
seconds, yeah. I mean,
2 of those.
And Menace has a pretty terrifying ability. The innate, of course, from the Shadow Demon adding up. That was very fast. One of the fastest ones I've seen, actually, from a Beast. Miro, top of the net worth. He can be pretty terrifying on this Beastmaster in a lot of games if he's given this type of start. I've seen him carry games before.
We are still yet to sort of see how things go down when Crystallis turns up to the fight. I mean, this sort of game, when you look at the Bristle, and you look at what BetBoom have, how much of a terror is the Bristle going to be in the team fights?
Absolutely can be a terror in the early game, in this first like 15 to 20, even like 20 to 30 minute mark. They will start to get answers as the game progresses though, right? Shadow Demon, once he gets Aghanims, as we saw Save even able to farm in that last game at some points, has answers, and they do have ways to kite him out. You don't have to just break him. You can just, Demonic Purge him and kite him out, go for the other targets if you'd like to.
Okay, attacker.
He went down the Orchid route. Yeah, that's interesting. Usually when you see the Orchid, it's because he's playing versus some very crucial like team fight target that he wants to address, like a Pango, a Puck, someone that's elusive. Interesting that he goes this one. And it's Kiyotaka. He likes to go for the most aggressive type of item anyway, rather than like the Witchblade that we see most times.
Fight damage rune.
Nothing will stand
Be that no one's. There's no one.
Can they set up for Pure?
Heading into the jungle, seeing if he can find some sort of action on his own.
It's going to be the question of if they can find Pure at all. As he gets spotted there.
No one make it over here.
He got seen.
Tower is under attack.
He showed himself. He jumped on the tree and it was actually under vision. His team is connecting over. They really want to get Pure.
Whoop. I mean, Pure's fully aware of what's going on. The Boundless is going to miss.
And the roar, it catches the back.
Straight away, they make the move on towards the end. They've been able to take out the Sand
Perfect
King, and now
target.
Paravision, they've got to bail out. 9class tries for the TP, but Kiyotaka gets the kill.
You can see that Paravision, they want to be the aggressors, but they're just not able to get these catches. Miro, he's got Blink already. DM walks in, he doesn't have Blink on the Sand King, and he just gets Blink roared and dies in a
They
heartbeat.
just went so far for that, right? Just walking across the whole jungle, trying to connect with no one.
And they showed, that's the thing, is no one. He was jumping on the tree, but he showed himself jumping down. So BetBoom, Pure was pinging it out. He's like, they're making a move on me. It was super telegraphed. Paravision making quite a bit of mistakes now, 4 to 5.
Time to take some towers here for BetBoom.
BetBoom.
The Aegis here on Miro, they can be ready to push up to a tier 2 if they want.
Radiant structures
I think
are
BetBoom's very
fortified.
happy with this current state of this game.
That's
They've
3K
shut down the Monkey King a couple times now. They've got great start from Miro. Pure has only died the once, and Kiyotaka also.
Well, hold on to the tier 1 for now. BetBoom, they'll just reset before they'll go for any further push around the Aegis. Get the mana
Dyer's
back up
middle
on
tower
Kiyotaka.
is under
They're
attack.
able to take out these wards too that were placed earlier from the aggression from Paravision. I feel like DM needs Blink. They need some better way to reach into these back targets. He's getting closer and closer toward it, but Miro is on the hunt constantly.
close.
Get the axes. He gets the roar.
And here comes the backup. Kiyotaka's ready to zip over and help out. They're looking for no one there.
They
but
got
cut
the tree.
with the Bull Lightning. They knock him down. That's going to be no one out. And now they could go for more. Straight over towards the Bristol back. Crystallis, he's trying to survive against it all, but the
They're
burst from
owning this
Kiyotaka
game.
is too high. The Bristol's gone. 9class has nothing to do there.
And Pure, he's there for all the stacks as well. He's up to 3. He hits level 15. He's got the presence effect buildings. They're responding perfectly. I mean, Miro is just having a godly game as this Beastmaster.
Radiant
Somehow the tree didn't initially get cut from the zip, but the secondary one catches no one. Is no one. A couple of these deaths are adding up with the build that he's gone for. He's gone greedy with the Maelstrom. He's getting punished for it, Owen.
They can get the Wisdom. It's still there from 4.5 minutes ago.
Radiant's
Wait, what?
middle tower
Does
is
Miro
under
even... I don't know if he knows, though.
I mean, I guess
You don't
check.
expect that.
You don't expect it to be there nearly 5 minutes after it spawned.
Huge slip-ups, though, for Paravision, getting completely punished from BetBoom. Paravision, if they make a couple more of these, this game could just... I mean, it's already starting to snowball out of control, but they need to start getting Crystallis involved with this timing of this Axe.
This is a very early lead.
Here. He's got the BKB, it just gets delivered.
Disruption, and the song comes out. They can look for the turnaround. Pure puts the BKB. He'll get
The
caught
splitter.
by the O.
What a catch.
Carlis. Got to snipe him from the side. Katomi gets caught as well. Save. I'll find him on top of it all as DM's in with the jump.
Big team
Paravision.
fight. Right at the back of the blink that comes out from DM, they get the catch, and what a splitter there from Ducalis. Great positioning for him. Look how much damage Pure. He's like, I took all this before I was even, I mean, pretty much before he even got the BKB off. The disruption comes out, but that damage already started out up. Paravision, they strike back.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
See it again. A splitter. Just as he was about to get out of range of it, and then at that point, the SF gone. It's fully the fight's over for BetBoom.
Pure was feeling his power because he had stacks, he had the presence effect buildings, and his BKB just got delivered, but a little over aggressive. Paravision still showing that they can fight with this Bristleback, who does have good timings. I think no one maybe overall has to be just more careful in particular, but the Bristle and the Sand King can start now just jumping into the front line. Yeah. They do have to be very cautious of Miro, though. I think that's the target they have to really play around on the side of Paravision. He's having that incredible game so far. He really feels like the carry as this Beastmaster.
Now, with the BKB, not really anything that can stop him from getting in and finding the raw opportunities.
No, BetBoom, they're definitely looking to get that like triple BKB timing so they can play into the heavy team fight that Paravision has. So that's one thing they can always do have that they can execute if they get the connection of these spells. They have the Blink, they have the Epi, they have the Wukongs, they have the Fear. They have an immense amount of team fight. Told me, we'll be able to get the shard for free. That's pretty nice. I mean, both of them are very valuable, both on the SD as well on the Naga, but the Naga probably this game having the better one. Especially in that type of situation. That shard, maybe if you had it like a minute or two ago, would have perhaps saved Pure.
Just the smoke from Paravision. Got the ults at the ready.
The BKB is up for Pure.
Radiant
Hit by the scan. BetBoom should be pretty prepared for this. Pure. Just gotta be careful how far he steps out away from this tier 2.
He's got his team though. Miro has arrived. Don't know how much Paravision wants to push into that Beastmaster. Kiyotaka getting closer and closer to his BKB as well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I won't quite find anything with that smoke attempt, Paravision. BetBoom prepared for those sort of attempts at this stage of the game where things start to calm down once again.
Save smoked up. Still from the previous one. They're jumping deep. They spot Ducalis.
That's a quick and easy one there, catching Ducalis alone.
That damage is still so ridiculous from the Storm. That shard, you know, I don't know if everybody saw it, but the double damage definitely, you know, coming into play from that Storm shard that we were seeing that people pointed out. No one has almost been able to finish up his BKB. Miro is setting the trap, but it's under a ward, so no one will be able to survive. That was close. Good thing they have that defensive ward there placed from Ducalis, or no one very likely to get brought down there. And that is his BKB done. So got punished for the greed for a moment there, gets the team fight in mid, is able to finish up this BKB. Does have this timing for him now. Crystallis also almost has his done. BetBoom, I believe they do have the triple BKB at the moment, so BetBoom might just look for the fight themselves here with that timing. They can persist through those, through the heavy team fight that Paravision has with those BKBs. And Roche, one of the longer spawns. 2.5 minutes.
BetBoom. If anyone steps up on the mid Paravision Kiyotaka, he'll be sure to zip on them.
Any of these supports. 9 class actually shows himself in the mid.
It's going to be tempting.
Kiyotaka's going to go.
He goes straight away.
Easy kill.
Popping the BKB just in case there was someone else behind 9 class. Very, very precautionary there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it, you know.
Sure.
Kiyotaka at times does have some of these moments where he does just die and not using a... So that, I'm perfectly fine. He probably expected it was a bait, that there was some, like, Sand King behind there, but not the case. Does mean there's going to be no BKB for 70 seconds, but his team's still sweeping, looking for another catch. Miro level 18. It's insane how high level this Beastmaster is when you bring up the rest of them. Storm is 17, then it's 416. It's the fact that this Beast just has that insane farm. He's going to be terrifying throughout a majority of this game. This is not one of those beasts that just has to like blink roar a black hole or anything like that. This is a beast who's going to be outputting probably one of the highest DPS in the game.
Paravision, they're going to try once more with their own smoke. No one leading the way.
They've got BKBs on 2 of their cores. They have this ward too. It's scouting the entire movement of BetBoom. That ward that saved no one before.
No one.
No one. Smoke spray.
No one. First, they're trying to cut the tree. It's not going to happen. No one's able to jump back in time.
That was scary for a moment.
BetBoom now, they know what's up.
Just split second to keeping his tree not cut. Kiyotaka's BKB is coming back up in 5 seconds. BetBoom might look to strike themselves as they also have a ward.
One has to be careful on these trees.
Both teams looking for the angle.
Very difficult for Paravision to start things unless DM gets the jump.
Has been killed.
The route onto Katomi.
Get the stomp.
Onto the Naga Siren. They'll go for it with the Burrow Strike, but saves him with the Disruption.
Kiyotaka's
Go
jumping.
for this, but straight away indeed they go over towards the Monkey King. No one posts the BKB. The fear comes out from Pure.
The roar.
They turn towards the end. They destroy the Sand King. DM's gone.
And they're resetting out of the Wukongs.
And now they could just turn back in as the BKBs from Nolan and Crystallis are about to come to an end. Crystallis, he almost died through the BKB. No one will get the Boundless off, but they get the jump forward. They've got the song from Katomi, the chase down. No one trying to keep out of range. The bird will catch him. The song buying time for BetBoom to get around him. He tries to jump up into the trees, but no one will fall as 4 die on Paravision.
They caught DM immediately. He didn't get ulti off. Just the roar comes out. They put the full focus onto him. A beautiful wraparound, and then they kind of kite that Wukong's. It did do 3,600 damage out, but Miro, he got the right target. And they have so much damage. Once they start getting 1 or 2 kills, the presence starts to kick in. 4 stacks on Pure.
It's just so hard to fight into this.
What an angle. I mean, they get this beautiful, pretty much a beautiful angle from both of the cores, wrapping around to get this fear to push even the supports into a super dangerous position. But it's mostly just, yeah, DM gets literally nothing off. It's just a stun and a sandstorm. So Katomi with a very good bait.
Yeah, and a good buyback as well. Just give that extra chance to be able to run down no one and buy time for them to surround him and leave no chance for him to jump out.
And now this Rosh, it's getting done fast. Ducalis has TP'd instantly to look to try to maybe get a steal, but he's got no backup, and Kiyotaka already seems to know that he's in the area.
Yeah, he can't do this.
He'll delay them for a moment.
He's
being annoying.
I mean, Kiyotaka could kill him.
He can, as soon as he sees him.
Oh, he's okay.
He's hesitant.
Oh, Katomi's going to say, well, he wants the Aegis, I guess, so he's focused on picking that up. In fact, they've actually been scared out of the pit. They'll go towards the Elder Titan kill first. But this is more time for Paravision to turn up and contest the Roche maybe with the rest of them, because they didn't
so low. They might be able to just take it.
The BKB straight away is just going to come in. BKB popped the Wukong's command down. He's managed to kill Katomi and Kiyotaka. He's low on mana.
They're going to get this Roche. The hesitation from BetBoom.
They surely had time to finish it themselves.
It's still not fully dead. Kiyotaka looking for the jump.
He's in. He's going to get the jump over towards, but the BKB's
he gets the steal.
Pick up on the Aegis. Kiyotaka able to secure the Aegis. And with that, BetBoom there in a solid spot to take the fight. Crystallis gets beaten down by Pure. DM goes for the TP out. They don't have to stop on it.
They caught no one.
You get the catch onto no one in the corner of the map. A little shaky, but it all works out at the end of the day for BetBoom.
I mean, Kiyotaka, it was like hesitation back and forth, and then he gets the jump and then goes back, but he does get the steal. A great jump from him. Oh, man. Some super high-skill Dota coming out from Kiyotaka in particular. What a game from him on the Storm so far. 11, 2, and 5. He's crushing it.
Radiant's top tower.
Him and Miro just being that X factor does feel like, and no one gets his tree cut at the end of it all. 8,000 gold lead now for this SF team. The 3 cores in a beautiful position, and their supports are starting to get that scale. Save, we mentioned the Aghanims. If he's able to get it, that is pretty much the GG point for this. I mean, honestly, for the Bristleback and for the Monkey King.
Yeah, I mean, that's
you just purge the 2 of them, and they're screwed. And he's pretty much, he has 3 components already for it.
Kiyotaka, he's found another
kill.
Catches 9+ out low. Even before that, right, we're seeing in the fights, Crystallis for the farm that he had earlier, he is turning up and dying. They can kill him.
Yeah, he gets purged and he can't move. He's literally just stuck in position. Sure, you've got BKB, but you can't actually hit onto any of these targets. That is a beautiful game so far from BetBoom. And the items, they're coming in quick. Miro almost has a refresher on this Beastmaster already as well. 19 galvanized stacks for Kiyotaka.
Tears on the bottom lane. Paravision, they're going to try something here.
Epi's up in 5, but DM is spotted immediately. The rest of the team starting to connect from the side of BetBoom.
Bringing Kiyotaka over.
This is scary for Paravision setting up like this. There's vision behind.
It's too late to try and protect this tower. It's gone.
And there's a here roar. Catches 9 class, dead in an instant. Yeah, Miro, a perfect Beastmaster performance so far. 3-0 and 10. All of BetBoom, their game plan this time around, it's looking, as we said, just crisper. Even and that last game, it took them a comeback. This one, they're just leading and dominating pretty much every single team fight.
Yep. I'm just really feeling like, I feel like if you're a team watching this game and look at the replays, they can't let Miro get away with getting like the 6-stack clear at 8 minutes in, right? That gave him such a boost.
DM.
And he's just taken over the game since then. DM not able to get away. The Vortex catches him dead outside of the base.
Kiyotaka's playing like they're honestly just playing so well on so many of these independent players. Kiyotaka just balling out of control, literally, as this Storm Spirit. Full Kaya Sanj for him now too. He's jumping for more.
They're in.
Sees 9 class.
That's another one for Kiyotaka. He's going to die to the soul burn.
0 and 9 on 9 class this game. Last game he had a pretty good showing on the Willow. This time around, they have his number. And there's the Ags finished up already for the Shadow Demon so early in the game. Bristle, he's got Bloodstone. But this Purge is gonna just ruin him.
I mean, who goes in?
Nobody wants
Whoever
to.
goes in is just gonna get roared and immediately killed.
Kiyotaka already has a good chunk of mana ready for the fight too after using majority to kill 9 class. I mean, whoever goes in is gonna get roared, and the second one that goes in is gonna get roared as well, because he's got Refresher.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Gonna try to push them off the base,
Radiant are
but
scanning.
it feels like it's more of a willing backup there from BetBoom rather than a Paravision really pushing them away. Full Butterfly onto Pure now as well. They're gonna smoke. They want to get the final hit. As you said, anybody they find is just gonna die so fast, and the damage for Paravision it really doesn't feel like it's there now at this point. DM, they find him again. That's like 3 or 4 times in a row. Either they kill him before the fight starts or before he's even able to get an epicenter off.
And they're falling apart.
Completely. And he's got a Refresher if he wants to go for a Blink Roar again. They're gonna go.
The Boundless opening on towards Pure, but the disruptions there from Sage.
And there's a song as well.
It's going to give time for Pure to back up and reset. And they can look to take the fight they want now. Kiyotaka zips very deep in, straight
They're on
over
DM
the
again.
backline. Indeed, Kiyotaka just goes straight for him, trying to bully back the Sand King. He's got him with the control of the Vortex, and he has damage. DM's out. It is over. GG is called. BetBoom does take the series 2-0, folks. In this second game, it was very impressive.
It was super impressive. I mean, you can highlight multiple different players. I think